So it's also evidence tampering, and that misled the judge into making an adverse decision against him. So in essence, I'm going back to my ask. I'm asking, my issue here with the Skagit Sheriff and the prosecutor is that you wrongfully prosecuted innocent cannabis patients, one of whom is, has cancer. A couple of them do, I think. And as a journalist, I demand an answer as to why this happened and what we plan to do from this point forward.
Now look here. Rodney Moody is not just a bad attorney. He is an attorney who intentionally thwarts his client's best interests. And that is why Co-op 138 has a lawsuit against him now, with new information that was hidden in Prosecutor John T. Burke's desk drawer when he got run over in his MG a few years ago over here on Route 20. And from the Skagit County Sheriff, you are not committed to these people's safety. You are committed to crushing them and covering your ass. And from the Washington State Bar, I know you guys are deeply embroiled in your own litigation right now, but I need to know when you're going to start taking your job seriously with respect to people like Rodney Moody and disbar him. You cannot continue to allow a dangerous instrumentality like him to continue hurting people, yet you have done exactly that with design and intention. And your reckless behavior is indeed the proximate cause of substantial pain. You are hurting my friends, some of whom have cancer. And I'm going to make sure that the taxpayers and every lawyer walking around here knows about it. God damn you.
Doctor, but the reason that this is important is because Skagit County Prosecutor's Office denies that she's a cannabis patient in the state of Washington and a cooperative member of 138, and somebody that I've personally taken care of since 2018 and have been a licensed Washington State care provider.
Hi there. My name's Chris King, and I'm a local investigative journalist, former law enforcement attorney, and citizen concerned about a situation which this man, Michael Schermerhorn, complained about at this window. Now, the issue, I've done some further research into this, and I talked to Dr. Katrina Hauser, I think it is.
Yeah.
And she had this prepared. It's so long, but just to sum it up for our viewers out there, Dr. Katrina had this notice, and she would have testified that the state was lying about the number of medical patients at this facility. And then Rod Moody, the sellout attorney, who used to be a former law enforcement officer in New Mexico, who had a suspicious history there, he was overturned, but anyway, long story. But that guy allowed this.
He colluded.
He colluded with the state, as he does a number of times, to protect the system. And he's been suspended twice and admonished once. And then after that, I'm almost certain after that, in 2022, a King County case found that guy committed malpractice. He didn't even name Amazon as a defendant in a civil rights case.
That's strike three.
He represented a Seattle racist and got him like $100,000 from the city. And meanwhile, he sold out my other friend. And while he did that, we also had a case with him. And basically, here's my ask.
To be honest with you, the only reason I think you guys are doing anything now is because I got a camera here. Because I've been here 10 times trying to file a complaint.
You should never retain or trust Rodney Moody with your case. He is a smarmy leech, a lawyer who pretends to work for his clients, whilst greasing the rails for the establishment to actually screw them. He's been suspended twice, admonished once, and he deserves more than that.
I already know that no inquiries were made regarding the medical licensing by any certified person qualified to testify about it, because there's another 4256 RCW demand issued by John Novak. So I know that already. But no,
that was in September of 2019, and the return was given to me December 2nd of 2019. And during that inquiry, John Novak queried the Department of Health and asked if any law enforcement agency, state, federal, or local, had done a lawful investigation into my medical marijuana authorization, Michelle Larson's medical marijuana authorization, Jennifer Old's medical marijuana authorization, and Roxana Larson's.
Yeah, and it was not done.
And the return on that was no. There had been no law enforcement, state, federal, or local, who had conducted a lawful investigation into these licensing. Furthermore, on the licensing document has a phone number. That phone number goes to Dr. Katrina Imhausen, who is a member of the State Department of Health. She is the only, so when you call the license to verify the information on it, it goes to her. She's the only person in the state. So Officer Cervantes and John Hamlin falsified the evidence on the search and seizure report to state that their documents weren't filed there.
There you go.
And then they did what is called theft, and they removed the documents required by the state of Washington to be posted there.
Yep.
So without stating and detailing that removal, it's first-degree theft because they used a weapon to break into the facility and remove it without authority. That authority is a violation of our constitutional rights and is called a frame-up.
It is also evidence tampering. Michael, I got to get home.
The biggest of all is when you try to say that I'm committing the crime that somebody else is committing.
Michael, I got to get home.
Okay,
But
you got
very,
it.
very good though. He's right. I'm just in a hurry. So it's also evidence tampering, and that misled the judge into making an adverse decision against him. So in essence, I'm going back to my ask. I'm asking, my issue here with the Skagit Sheriff and the prosecutor is that you wrongfully prosecuted innocent cannabis patients, one of whom is, has cancer. A couple of them do, I think. And as a journalist, I demand an answer as to why this happened and what we plan to do from this point forward. But yeah, it's just an ordinary journalistic inquiry like anything else. It's just,
So can you just explain to me what this document is?
Well, yeah, so that's the letter from the doctor indicating that nobody ever called her. Then actually on the second page, there are some issues about Attorney Moody that are relevant to this matter in terms of his modus operandi and how he runs his business and all that. And then there's more information on the third page because I think you guys are all in cahoots. So that's my issue.
Essentially evidence that somebody wasn't contacted.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. And in my inquiry, there you go.
I'm going to show this to my superior. I just want to make sure that we are accepting it in the correct way. So
Yes.
1 second, okay?
Of course, I understand. You're just doing your job. No worries. That's the mission statement. That's the mission statement. We'll ride them Harleys. I always have to focus on the bikes. The old Crown Vic. My car put the motor on that. See, there should be class action for allowing this dangerous instrumentality to continue to practice law in this area. But see, he's got so many strikes on him. If you give him another one, then the issue comes up that you're gonna have to, suspend him or disbar him. Not suspend, disbar. How many strikes can a guy have? Had the misfortune of hiring this lawyer. Talked his way out of another suspension. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. It was in my bag, and my bag.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm able to take it. I'm going to take it in and we're going to forward it to the correct people, okay?
Sounds like a winner. If you could stamp my return copy, that'd be great.
Sure. Yeah, just a timestamp.
Yep, that'll work. There we are. I gotta get my ass over to the vet. Pepper needs her shots. We're going out of town. Yeah, she needs the full medley. Poor pups. Oh, good, sister. We are golden. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Thanks.
Cheers. Gone.